Hello guys, and welcome back to another EQ Austin video. Today we're gonna do the story of Jonah, part 3. Part 6. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. The Joker is not gonna be here. He's in the for this video in the next 3 days. I'm not gonna be there. So let's get into it. Jonah chapter 3, verse 5 through 10. I'm going to give you 20 more seconds. And while you're talking, I'm telling you right now, and if you have not seen part 5, you need to pause this video and go see part 5, because that is a great sermon. Yeah, it's a great sermon, one of my favorite parts. Now it says, verse 5, so the people of Nineveh believed God, proclaimed a fast, and put on sackcloth from the greatest to the least of them. Then word came to the king of Nineveh, and he arose from his throne and laid aside his robe, covered himself with sackcloth, and sat in ashes. And he caused it to be proclaimed and published throughout Nineveh by declare of the king and his nobles, saying, let neither man nor beast, herd nor flock taste anything. Do not let them eat or drink water, but let man and beast be covered with sackcloth and cry mightily to God. Yes, let everyone turn from his evil way and from the violence that this is in his hands. Who can tell if God will turn and relent and turn away from his fierce anger, so that we may not perish? And finally, verse 10, then God saw their works, that they turned from their evil way, and God relented from the disaster that he had said he would bring upon them, and he did not do it. Now, subject for part 6. This is another one of my favorites. This one mostly does not have nothing to do with Jonah, but it's people from Nineveh. The subject is the people of Nineveh believe. The people of Nineveh believe. It is 8:18 right now. I'm going to try and get out by the time that clock hits 8:30 or before. The people of Nineveh believe. Now, let's read verse 4. Let's read verse 1 through 4. Now, hold on. 3 and 4, right? Hold on, let me see. Verse 2 through 4. Arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and preach to it the message that I tell you. So Jonah arose and went to Nineveh according to the word of the Lord. Now Nineveh was an exceeding great city, the 3-day journey in extent, and Jonah began to enter the city on the first day's walk. Then he cried out and said, yet 40 days and Nineveh shall be overthrown. Now let's read verse 1, 2, 3, 4. Arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and cry out against it, for their wickedness has come up before me. But Jonah arose to flee Tarshish from the presence of the Lord. He went down to jump and found a ship going to Tarshish, so he paid the fare and went down into it to go with them to Tarshish from the presence of the Lord. Now, this is really good. I like that he changes what happens, because he says, I do not want to be in that fish for 3 days and 3 nights. That's why in verse 4 he says, you have 40 days and Nineveh shall be overthrown. He says you should be overthrown so you can experience what had happened unto me. Now let's read verse 5 and verse 6. Jonah chapter 3, verse 5 and verse 6. And it says, so the people of Nineveh believed God, proclaimed a fast, and put on sackcloth, from the greatest to the least of them. Then the word, here's the best part, I like this part, it's shocking. Then the word came to the king of Nineveh. The king of Nineveh arose from the throne and laid aside his robe. He said, okay, I got my robe on. I'm going to set this aside. He set aside his robe. Covered himself with sackcloth and sat in ashes. And the king of Nineveh believes God. You don't get it, huh? He is the king of the city, or the village, or the state, whatever they call it. He's the king, and he obeys God. Just because you are the king of Nineveh, that does not mean that you are the king of everything. Woo. People think that they're the king of everything, but I came here to tell you that you're not. You're the king of Nineveh. You're not the king of North America. You're not the king of South America. You're not the king of Africa. You're not the king of Europe. You're not the king of Asia. You're not the king of Australia. And you're not even the king of Antarctica. You're not it for Hawaii. You're not it for the USA. You're not it for Canada. You're not it for anything. You're not it for the Atlantic Ocean. You're not it for the Pacific Ocean. You're not one for the, what's another one? Red something. Red River, Red Ocean, Red Sea. No, the Red Sea. You are only in charge of Nineveh. God is the one in North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia, Antarctica, the Pacific, the Atlantic, the Hawaii, the Canada, the USA. He's the God of everything. He's the king of everything. He is the king of you. He is on. You on this level. God is on a higher level than you. This is where you are. He's all the way up here at the top. God, you may be the king of this, but I came here to tell you today that you are not the king of the whole world just because you are the king. The you may think that you are the king of the whole world. But the truth is, you're the only place that you are in charge of. The only place, the only bitch, the only whatever you call it, that you are in charge of. I'll name it for you. It's called Nineveh. You're not in charge of anything else. The only place that you're in charge of is Nineveh. Alright, I ran a bit late on that one. Whoa, that was a good one. Alright. Verse 7, 8, and 9. Let's just read verse 7 and 8. 7 and 8, and then I'm going to read one more thing, then I'll be done. Verse 7, and he caused it to be proclaimed and published throughout Nineveh by the decree of the king and his nobles, saying, let neither man nor beast, herd nor flock, taste anything. I don't want you to taste anything for the next 40 days while you are gulped in that fish. You do not let them eat or drink water. You cannot eat anything. You cannot drink water. You cannot drink anything. But let man and beast be covered with the sackcloth and cry, mighty God. You're going to be covered with sackcloth. Even though you can't eat or drink anything. And cry mighty to God. Yes, let everyone turn from his evil way, for the violence is in his hands. That means let their wickedness end. It doesn't say anything. God has said, I have had enough of you, and it's time for you to stop. You may think you think it's fun, but to me it's not fun. Just because you think it's fun, that doesn't mean it's fun to God. So don't do it. All right. 1 minute. Verse 10, my final thing. Then God saw their works, and then they turned from their evil way, and God relented from the disaster that he had said he would bring upon them, and he did not do it. He says, just go in the fish for 40 days. And then you will be fine. All I want you to do is stay in that fish for 40 days. And you'll be just fine. And I'll see you again for part 7 tomorrow. Hopefully, because I have a football game tomorrow. I'll see y'all for part 7 in another video.